Do you spit or do you swallow? Welcome back to another episode of Midlife Playbook. As always, this is Matt. Here with my man Naeem.
What up? What up?
Ready to get this one started?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Where's your drink? Get your drink up here.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Perfect.
my man.
Full set.
Hey, did you know that bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't?
I never heard that before. It's interesting.
go.
Why?
I don't know. Now you do.
Hold on.
Oh, Google say.
Botanically, bananas meet the criteria for berries, while strawberries do not because their seeds are on the outside.
Okay. So
There you go.
strawberry is not a berry.
What is it?
I don't know.
It's a. Who cares?
Who
All right,
cares?
They're delicious.
They are fantastic. Strawberry banana milkshakes is one of my
Yes.
favorite things ever made.
Same here. Same here.
Unbelievable.
Strawberry
So-
banana yogurt.
Oh,
You know,
strawberry shakes.
strawberry
oh,
parfait.
Oh,
little banana in there.
All the things.
You know.
Banana splits.
Right.
So do we, you spit or swallow, buddy?
I spit.
Do you?
Yeah. You?
I think I swallow, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're talking about yet.
So, all right, let's enlighten everybody. The reason we're going spit or swallow, okay? The thing is, when your marriage gets on the rocks,
Okay. Yep.
do you spit? In other words, get out?
Start over.
Or do you swallow, figure out what's going on, try to put it back together, and see if you can swallow?
So I guess I would ask, what kind of time frame are we looking at? Are we 6 months into marriage or are we 12 years into marriage?
I don't know. Who
Or does
cares?
it matter?
I don't know. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you why it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because you took a vow.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
You took
That's
a
what I
vow.
wanted you to say.
So get in there.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
Man, when it gets tough, it can be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage is a challenge. Marriage takes work, right?
Yep.
And I think a lot of times it might be harder on guys to adapt than women, I would think, because sometimes our egos get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I'm not spitting it out either.
No,
I'm swallowing that thing.
that's right. That's right.
I'll spit on that thing.
With this one, spit on that thing. Whatever happened to her? She's
Kind of
off the
disappeared.
scene now.
Well, she had that whole, coin thing, or she tried to do some of her own, like Bitcoin.
Oh,
It was like a Haktua coin or some shit. I don't know. She sold it, made a bunch of money, then just like disappeared.
how the hell do you go from saying Haktua, spit on that thing, to
Right.
now you're a financial
Right.
guru?
Well, that was the problem.
And people trust that.
Right. People trusted it.
I want to put my money with you.
Right. Smitty's
You know?
trusted that.
Oh goodness, yeah. But with the spit or swallow thing, it's interesting because we have a couple that we're friends with, and I don't think they would mind me saying this. I won't say their names, of course, but they have been married for 20 plus years or so, maybe even longer than that, and they are the most in love couple that we know. I mean, they just ooze over each other all
Yeah.
these years later. They have 3 children, so it wasn't like it was just them the whole time.
Right.
But they also went through a 4-year period where they did not talk to one another.
Really?
Couldn't stand each other.
Now, did they get separated or were they
Nope.
still in the same house?
Nope. They were swallowing the whole time.
Swallowing the whole time.
The whole time. Just didn't talk. Didn't like each other.
So do you think they were doing that for the sake of the kids? Or do you think they were doing that to really fight through and make it work?
You know, I've never really asked them that, and it'd be interesting. I'd love to follow up with that next
Right.
time we see them.
Right.
I'll ask them because every marriage is going to go through its ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And all the people that are like, oh, we never fight. That's because your marriage isn't based on shit.
Yeah.
It's all surface level. You got to go through you got to have rainy days to
Right.
appreciate the sunny days. You know what I mean?
Whenever I hear that, people say, "Oh, we don't fight that. We don't fight. We don't." Well, then you're not really married. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Because you have to have a difference about something. And we say fight, we're not talking knockdown, drag out,
Right.
yelling at the top of your lungs, but you're going to have disagreements where you're going to piss each other off.
Right.
Right. And how do you recover from those things?
Right.
So,
I had heard something somewhere, and I forget who said it or where I heard it, but it was a guy that said, "If your husband is not the most annoying person you know, is he even your husband?"
you could ask Lish that right now and without hesitation. Him,
Right.
he is.
Right. And then you get the two of us together. Our wives are really proud sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. She was going to get this hat on Amazon that the other day that just said, sorry about my husband. She's going to wear it on vacation.
feel like
Oh,
we should get
man.
shirts that say, "I apologize to my wife in advance."
Right. I apologize before we left the house. It's
Right,
okay. It's okay.
right.
I apologize before we left the house.
So, I think
Uh,
so part of this too, I think the swallowing part, if you really wanna save your marriage, takes a lot of self-reflection, and that's hard.
yeah, swallowing pride,
Correct.
swallowing ego,
Right, right,
swallowing, your need to be correct all the time,
right,
or not even correct, just you wanna be right.
right, everybody wants to be right,
Wants to be
but
right, and you wanna win, and, you shouldn't really wanna win anything because really, what are you winning and who are you beating?
right,
It's your spouse, but
right.
so we've cleared out when it's good to swallow. When is it time to spit?
So, I think infidelity, if you find out about it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
With us, I did not find out about it. I was told about it, but I think if you find out about it,
mhm.
I'm not sure there's coming back from that.
Man, so
I don't know.
I I I don't know because mine didn't recover from that, right?
Right, mine neither.
So, but the thing was, I said if it ever did recover years ago, of course,
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
um, I would never be able to trust again.
Well, the
How
thought
do you trust after that?
you can't, right? So then girls' nights takes on a whole new she's like, "I'm gonna go out with my friends tonight." Like, "No, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
Like, I can't trust you anymore."
Right.
So at that point, if you get to that point where you absolutely cannot trust them, I think that's when you're spitting
Yeah.
'cause you
Because
can't
of
live
some
like that.
because of something they did, that's why you can't
Correct.
trust them, not just
Yes,
because you're
yes.
an insecure
No, no, no. It's
freak.
because of something they
Right,
did because 'cause you're never gonna forget that.
right.
You may forgive, maybe, but you're never gonna forget it. It's never gonna go away.
Ever.
Right. If she was doing this like, "Oh, I have to work late," or "I'm on a work trip," every time she says, "I have to work late," or "I got a work trip," guess what you're gonna think about?
Every single time.
So I think for your own sanity, you have to spit at that.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Got to.
Spit that bitch out.
Yeah, I think another one, spit that thing out. I think another one would be this is gonna sound strange, but I think another one would just be physical violence, right?
Oh, yeah, 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 and there's no excuse for that. There's no
There's
excuse
not.
for anyone to put their hands on anyone.
Right.
Not man to woman, woman to man. Just
Physical
no
abuse,
excuse.
mental abuse, right? Just
Yeah,
getting beat down all the time. She's
absolutely.
just calling you a piece of shit or you're worthless.
Or he's calling her a piece of shit,
Right.
you
But
know?
you don't really do anything. You don't step out. You're just constantly mentally abusive.
Yeah.
I don't I don't think you get past that either.
No, no, you gotta spit.
You gotta spit that out.
Is there a silly reason why people sometimes do spit, though? Like, I was listening to another podcast today, and
Wait a
it's
minute. Oh, you're listening to another podcast?
bro, it's how I get
I don't even know
inspiration
who
and
you are.
ideas,
I don't
and
even know who
I
you
gotta
are
learn from
anymore.
the best.
Uh,
I gotta learn
We
from the
are the
pros.
best. It's us. You're looking at us.
We're
Look in the
getting there. We're
mirror.
getting there. So, I was listening to this guy, and so this guy wrote into a show, and, essentially, it's the same thing. If you live in a no-fault state, right?
Mhm.
Courts don't care what happened in the marriage. You
Right.
could have beat the shit out of each other. She could have cheated. You could have cheated. Doesn't matter. No fault. Doesn't matter what happened. Everything gets split down the middle. And
Right.
not even necessarily down the middle.
Right.
It's whoever makes less money gets the hookup.
Yeah.
That's how the divorce laws work in a no fault state. So this guy was saying that his wife went off on a girls' trip,
Yep.
would not tell him where she was going,
Okay.
refused to tell him what hotel she was in,
Oh boy.
and then later, one of his buddies saw his wife cuddled up with some guy at a restaurant.
Oh.
They were clearly
Oh.
in a romantic relationship, told him about it. He confronted her. She admitted it and then proceeded to divorce him, takes half of his 401k,
Right.
takes his house,
Oh.
and leaves him high and dry. And he's like, "How am I going to recover?" And the host's advice to him was, it was Bill Burr. I can say his name.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I love
yeah.
his podcast. And his advice was, let her take your 401k. Who gives a shit? You'll make more money. Let her take your house. Go get another one. Downsize. Don't worry about it. But don't you dare let her take your happiness.
Right.
You got to make
Mhm.
sure that there are assholes out here in this world that are going to take and take and take.
Right.
But the happiness that you have in your life is the one thing that you are 100% in control of.
Oh man, it's good stuff.
That's good, right?
That's great
I
stuff.
heard that and I was like, dude, where were you 6 years ago
That's
when I
great
needed
stuff.
to?
It's like women, mostly women, but men too. I think there's women that there's the idea of they make marriage a business.
Sure.
get into it knowing full well they're going to divorce you in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
It's the whole gold digger thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm telling you, man. You're not gonna tell me that there's a 25-year-old chick out. Oh, Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
Yeah, what's going on
Dude
there?
is 70 years old.
Right.
She's like 29.
Right, and
Smoke
attracted to
show.
that. Yep.
It wouldn't be these 7 Super Bowl rings on my hand
No, not at all.
or the
No.
$100 million in my pocket. Man, come on.
Right,
You kidding me?
right.
That's when I just say, if you're gonna get into that kind of relationship, I got 2 words for you. Prenup.
Yep. And if she won't sign
God.
it, you're spitting right then and there.
Spit right and spit on her.
Right, because then you know what she was really in for it for. Spit that thing on her.
Oh gosh. You crinkle up the prenup, you put it in your mouth, get it nice and wet, and you spit it right on her. Oh my gosh. All right. So, okay, we got it. Spit or swallow.
Spit or swallow.
Bro, you'll never believe what came in the mail.
What came in the
You
mail?
saw-
What is that? What? Oh, boy.
You see that? For
I-
you all
Oh
who
my-
aren't watching on YouTube, I got a freaking Yellow Pages in the mailbox.
What?
The fucking Yellow Pages. So
Are there, like, people's names in it, or is it all
Yeah.
business?
it's all businesses. So the white pages would be people.
Oh, that's right. Oh, there you go.
no,
Right there.
Look at that. Oh,
They
there's still businesses.
have a printed
is insane.
phone book.
Can you tell me how to waste money without telling me you're wasting money?
Right, you're holding it right there.
Right here.
Like, how much did that take to print, produce, ship out, mail?
Everything.
And you're like, where's that money
who's
even come
reading it?
from? Well, where's that come from?
Right.
People paying ads for that?
Yeah, paying into it, I guess. This is the dumbest. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen a phone. Remember when they used to be 10 times
Oh,
that
yeah.
size?
They were huge. They were
Couldn't
thick.
pick them up. The whole
And-
strongman thing was ripping phone books in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to rip this damn thing. You think I can?
Get after it, big dog. I know you can. Oh, boy. We're having technical difficulties. We've lost our video feed. Oh, we're back. Good.
Oh,
He ripped
gosh,
it. He
yeah.
ripped it right
Good
in
God.
half.
You should've
Trust me.
seen it. It was
It's
great.
done.
It's crazy.
It's done.
Oh my gosh. So, all right, Yellow Pages. So, I was driving behind a guy today.
Yeah.
And he was just said, you get behind somebody sometimes and you're just like, oh, you can just picture them in your head because they're either driving too slow, they're, weaving in between the lanes, or they're just not organized. They're
Right.
not an organized driver.
Right.
And always, without a doubt, in that rear window, up
Mhm.
on that dash,
Yeah.
there's like a box of Kleenex.
And an old trucker hat.
A trucker hat, one sneaker, and what really kills me is when there's a cat sleeping up there. I'm like, what are these people doing? Like, it drives me freaking insane. I'm like, what does your house look like?
Right.
Who puts stuff up there?
Yeah. Why would you ever? I've never understood that.
A roll of paper towels?
Right. Or a tennis ball. A random tennis ball up there.
And that's another thing. When I'm driving, if stuff's rolling around in my car,
Oh, can't stand it.
Ooh,
Can't
I have
stand
to
it.
pull over and fix it.
Yeah.
But no, other people, man, it doesn't matter. It's just, and then they can't drive on top of it. It kills me.
You know what else is funny about cars? I don't know if it's around as much, but you seen the cars that have the fake eyelashes above
The ladies with the Volkswagen Beetle,
the big eyelashes? Didn't that used to be a thing though for like Lyft or something?
Is that where that originated?
I feel like that was a thing so you could identify it.
Oh, that's stupid. Like what? Like for the simple fact that I don't even know, and I take Ubers
Yeah.
and Lyfts all the time.
Well, I don't think it's a thing anymore, and I may be wrong on this, but I feel like it was a way to identify Lyft or something. They had the big long eyelashes over the headlights.
That's just, you know what that's as dumb as?
What's that?
The furry steering wheel. We should have talked about furry steering wheel on the Nasty Bastard episode because,
Yeah, what kind of dirt is that thing collecting?
oh my, your hands are
All
so
day.
gross.
Like
so gross.
sweaty, or if they're dirty and then you grab that,
Yeah.
now it's on your steering wheel.
You're grabbing door handles and then you're
Oh
right
my
back on the
God.
steering wheel.
That's like and then they match it with the big fuzzy dice hanging on the mirror.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With the pine tree.
Or the
refreshener.
17 pine trees. You can only smell those things for like 2 days.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. People are killing me. People are killing me.
And I think we have one viewer comment we would like to talk about maybe.
Yeah, drop it on her.
So one, we had a comment on our Facebook. I'll just go ahead and say his name. I don't think you'll mind.
Mhm.
It's actually a buddy of mine I've known for a long time. So Shaw, if you're listening, we're going to talk about chili and whether or not you need to have beans in it.
I think that's a great topic for especially the city we live in. And number one, hey,
Yeah.
Sean, thanks for listening. We appreciate that. And
Yeah.
thanks for the feedback. So we live in Cincinnati, and the food that Cincinnati's known for,
Yeah.
of course, is Skyline Chili,
Right.
or Gold Star,
Or Gold Star. Yeah,
whatever
yeah, yeah.
other dog food you want to eat if you like that kind of stuff. I swear, I think
like Skyline.
because you grew up here, right?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
did. You grew
yeah,
up on that.
Yeah.
And I've
You
said
did
it
not.
since I lived here. You
Yeah.
gotta grow up on Skyline to really like it. Now I'll eat a coney, and a coney is the little hot dog, little chili on it, little
Yep.
cheese. That's not chili, by the way.
No, no.
It's ground beef and sauce.
Right. So I think the beans make the chili.
Beans do make chili. Chili's beans.
If you don't have beans, I feel like it's spaghetti sauce.
Yeah. And I, growing up in Buffalo,
Mhm.
do you know the big red kidney beans?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what goes in chili.
Oh, yeah. Kidney
Yeah.
beans, all the beans, the black beans. I don't know what they're called, but
Yeah.
is that the same thing? Like
No.
pinto? Is that a pinto bean? A kidney bean
I
and a
don't think
pinto
you
bean?
put a pinto bean. Pinto's at Chipotle. You know the light brown ones at Chipotle?
okay.
Those are
Yeah,
pinto
yeah,
beans.
yeah. Yeah.
So, but no, chili's definitely got beans in
I
it.
mean, my chili has to have all the stuff like
Yeah.
onions,
That's
beans,
chili. Yeah.
big clumps of meat, not ground up stuff.
Right. And what's the deal with my Seinfeld?
Oh, here we
What is
go.
the deal with putting chili on spaghetti? Why do you guys do that?
I don't know. I don't know how it started, where it came from, but yeah, being from here, you grow up on Skyline, and
Okay.
there's a line in the sand. You're either Skyline or you're Gold Star.
Which one are you?
I like Skyline.
Okay. What makes
I
Skyline
will
better
eat
than
both.
Gold Star?
So the seasoning's different.
Okay. Which one of them has nutmeg in it, right?
I don't know. I can't remember. I feel like one of them has a little bit of chocolate powder in it too, or something. I think that's Skyline,
Okay.
but there's very subtle differences in their recipe,
Mhm.
and people seem to just attach to one or the other.
Hmm.
Now I'll eat both, but my first choice has always been Skyline,
There you go.
and
All right.
I don't necessarily know why.
So, can you tell me what goes into a 3-way, a 4-way, and a 5-way?
So, oh boy, you're putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, come on, Cincinnati guy.
So I think the 3-way is so the spaghetti is always counted as part of the 3-way, right?
I don't know. I don't eat it.
So you get spaghetti, you get the sauce, which is the sauce with the meat in it.
Yeah.
There's cheese, there's onions, and there's beans.
Okay.
So all that stuff together is the 5-way.
Okay.
And I think if you back off, it's either the onions or the beans. One of the two you back off to get the 4-way, then the other one you back off to get the 3-way. So it has to do with adding the beans and the onions.
What kind of beans?
Those I think are just pinto beans.
Oh my God. How do you guys eat that stuff? I've
That's
lived here
fantastic.
10 years.
So it's not really chili, right? So it's not like chili your grandma makes on the pot at home. It's heavily
Okay.
processed, and it's just a nice quick snack, right? It's an expensive quick snack.
Yeah.
But
never been inside of a Skyline. Lived here 10 years.
Ever been in one?
Nope. Been through drive-through.
There's a guy in our neighborhood that owns some.
Oh.
Maybe I should have got
Maybe
a
he
hold of
should
him.
bring some. You know what? Maybe
He
we should go to his Skyline and I can give it another try.
We can go. I'll take you there.
I mean, I do live here. I might as
Right.
well
You've never been to a
embrace-
Skyline.
No.
I will take you.
To his?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, take you to his.
All right. And then I'm going to take you to go get some wings.
From?
Eli's. Eli's does a good job.
Yeah, I've had him. It's
They've
been
got
a while since I've been to Eli's.
Eli's got a
Yeah.
good wing.
Yeah.
You know who's got a great sauce for
Yeah.
their wing, but the wing is terrible
Mhm.
itself? Jet's Pizza.
Okay. I would agree with that.
Yep.
I've had wings from there with their sauce, and it's not the greatest.
The sauce is great. Yeah.
But not the
The
wings.
wing itself, it just kind
Right.
of falls apart and disintegrates in your mouth. So that's not
Right.
chicken.
Well, if the meat isn't good, I mean, are you spitting it or swallowing?
A little bit of both.
I think that's enough.
Depends
for
on how
today.
I'm feeling saucy or not.
Definitely enough today. I think we're done for the day here. Thanks for listening, guys. And as always, if you're following us on YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit that like, help us out.
Love you guys. Have a great night.
You too. See ya.